There is a single verse tucked away in the book of Proverbs, often skimmed over, that unlocks a profound truth about building lasting wealth. A truth 95% of Christians unintentionally bypass. That verse, Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5, states simply, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty." This isn't just ancient wisdom, it's a foundational principle for every believer seeking to honor God with their finances. Yet its depth remains largely unexplored by those who focus on more sensational promises. Most people, when they hear money verse, expect something about sowing seeds or divine intervention. And while those principles are absolutely present in Scripture, they often overshadow the quiet, consistent power of diligence and planning. This particular proverb reveals a mechanical, almost scientific, reality of wealth creation that God Himself ordained within the fabric of His creation. It's not about magic, it's about methodical effort. Consider for a moment the difference between building a sandcastle and laying a foundation for a skyscraper. The sandcastle might give immediate gratification, a quick structure, but a single wave erases it. The skyscraper, however, demands blueprints, precise measurements, years of careful construction, and diligent oversight. Which one represents lasting wealth? Which one reflects God's design for abundance? The haste leads to poverty part is equally critical, and perhaps even more overlooked in our fast-paced culture. We see the siren call of get-rich-quick schemes, the instant gratification of consumerism, and the pressure to keep up with appearances. Many Christians, eager for financial breakthroughs, fall prey to the very haste this verse warns against, chasing quick returns without the foundational work. They might take on burdensome debt, make impulsive investments, or neglect the slow, steady process of skill building and saving. Think of Joseph in Egypt. When God gave him the dream of 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of famine, what was Joseph's response? Not to pray away the famine, nor to passively wait for God to perform a miracle. Instead, he proposed a meticulous, diligent plan for storage and distribution. For 14 years, he executed this plan with unwavering focus. His diligence didn't just lead to profit for Pharaoh, it saved an entire civilization and secured his family's future. That's Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 in living color. Diligent plans leading to profound, life-saving profit. This isn't about just working hard. Plenty of people work hard but remain stuck. The critical differentiator here is plans. Are your efforts guided by thoughtful, strategic plans, or are you just busy, reacting to circumstances? Are you intentionally building, or just perpetually cleaning up messes? The wise person understands that effort without direction is like a ship without a rudder, endlessly expending energy but never reaching its destination. What kind of plans are we talking about? We're talking about budget plans, savings plans, debt repayment plans, investment plans, and even career development plans. It's about being intentional with the resources God has entrusted to you, no matter how small they may seem right now. It's about knowing where your money is going before it leaves your hands. It's about setting clear financial goals and creating a roadmap to achieve them. Many Christians focus on generosity, and rightly so. Giving is a core biblical principle. But how can one be truly generous if their own house isn't in order? How can you give abundantly if your own finances are a chaotic mess born of haste and lack of planning? This verse isn't just about accumulating wealth for personal gain. It's about stewarding resources so effectively that you can bless others and advance God's kingdom in profound ways. Diligence allows for generosity. Take King Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, and the likely author of this very proverb. His kingdom became immensely wealthy, not just through divine blessing, but through his meticulous administration, strategic trade agreements, and careful management of resources. He commissioned architects, engineers, and craftsmen to execute his grand vision for the temple and his palace. His reign was a testament to diligent planning leading to unprecedented profit and prosperity, a physical manifestation of God's wisdom in action. So, where do you begin if you've been overlooking this critical truth? The first step is acknowledging that financial planning isn't just a secular exercise, it's a spiritual discipline. It's an act of worship to manage God's resources with the wisdom He provides. Begin by assessing your current financial situation, writing down every income stream and every expense. It might feel uncomfortable, but clarity is the first step toward control. Then, start building a budget. This isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Assigning every dollar a job means you are consciously deciding how to deploy your resources, preventing the kind of financial drift that leads to poverty, not just material poverty, but a poverty of options and opportunities. Another aspect of diligence is continuous learning. The world of finance, business, and skill development is constantly evolving. Are you diligently seeking knowledge? Are you reading books, taking courses, or finding mentors who can help you grow in your understanding of wealth creation and management? This isn't just about biblical wisdom. It's about applying that wisdom to practical, real-world principles. The diligent person invests in their own human capital. Consider the patriarch Abraham. When he left Haran, he wasn't a pauper. He was already a man of considerable wealth, flocks, herds, servants. How did he accumulate this? Through diligent management of his resources, shrewd but fair dealings, and a deep understanding of animal husbandry and land management. His journey wasn't haphazard. It was a series of planned movements, negotiating for land, digging wells, and expanding his enterprises. His faith was paramount, yes, but it was coupled with diligent, practical action. The warning against haste isn't just about quick schemes, it's also about impatience. Building true, lasting wealth often takes time, perseverance, and a willingness to ride out economic fluctuations. The diligent builder doesn't panic at the first sign of a storm, they reinforce their structure. They understand that compounding returns, skill mastery, and reputation building are long-term gains, not overnight sensations. So, are you willing to embrace this hidden money verse? Are you ready to trade the fleeting allure of haste for the lasting power of diligent plans? It means committing to a new paradigm where every financial decision, every investment, every career move, every act of giving is undergirded by thoughtful, prayerful, strategic planning. It means bringing your financial life into alignment with God's design for order and abundance. This isn't just about more money in your bank account. It's about more peace in your heart, more margin in your life, and more capacity to serve God's purposes. It's about becoming a faithful steward, a wise builder, and a generous giver, not by accident, but by design. The plans of the diligent truly do lead to profit. And that profit can be used to glorify God in ways you might not have even imagined.